Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy John, aka Speros here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Call of Duty Blackout gameplay. The gameplay that you guys are going to be watching is a literal step-by-step breakdown, kind of in the moment, exactly what I'm thinking and how I'm rotating circle. I got a donation and someone asked me, Speros, how do I get, more kills and more wins? Because there's different strategies. If you're just going for high kill games that you don't necessarily have to win, there's a strategy for that. And then there's a strategy if you guys are literally just trying to win. Like, it's a lot more passive, a lot more kind of sitting still. But the strategy I'm explaining in this video is how to get like an average high kill win. So like, I talk about it a lot at the start of the video. I don't want to talk too much now because I don't want to cut it out. But needless to say, if you guys are new around here, drop a like, sub to the channel, all that stuff. Make sure you guys stay for the entire video. I know it's a little bit longer, but I promise it's totally worth it, especially when I talk about how I'm rotating end zone and kind of how I played the entire game. But yeah, guys, I'll catch y'all in the gameplay. So I would play, I start slow and then I just kind of float. The first 2 to 3 circles don't matter. They don't really matter. The map is so big. There's so much space. There's so many people. It doesn't really matter that much. I just kind of float around. I'm floating. I'm bobbing and weaving. I'm going to shots. Now, once that circle gets pretty small, then I start thinking, okay, where am I going to strategically place myself to win this game? Where is the circle? Where is the advantage? Like, what spot could I get in that's an advantage? So let's say we have a circle like this. This is the easiest example. So we have a circle similar to that. So the circle hits. Its circle's still pretty big. Like, you want to rotate to the prime spot early. You want to rotate to that prime. What the frick? You want to rotate to that prime spot of circle really early. Oh, Jesus criminy. Hold on. Let me kill the guy across, and I'm gonna continue my spiel. Oh my God. You would. You would. He just wants to be my BFF, dude. This old boy was pushing me with a freaking thing, dog. What are you doing? He pushed way too late. To have just a Mozu, he pushed way too late. SG-12, I would have said something different. I would have been like, all right, that was a good push. All right. Going back to the circle talk. Getting, pretty much, you want to, like, for me, I pick up a lot of my kills end game. But the reason I pick up a lot of my kills end game, like, I'll go in, I can expect, me personally, what I've noticed, I can expect to pick up 5 to 7 kills in the final-ish zones. Why is that, you may ask? Well, it's because I put myself in an advantage spot, a better spot than everyone else. And you'll catch people rotating either to zone or just running around the circle, because a lot of people don't know how to, like, where to go and when to move and where to be. So using this, because this is a circle I get a lot, this circle over here that kind of favors this outer edge and stuff. So there's a few places that you can go. But when that zone hits, like 2 zones from now, when the zone hits, I like to take this building. Now, why would I want to take that building? Because I'm not in the center of the zone, but if the zone keeps closing, the chances are it's going to keep closing around the buildings. Zones tend to favor at least one set of buildings. Sometimes you'll get weird circles that are just out in the middle of nowhere. But they'll favor the buildings for a little bit. Now, when the final zone comes, or the final 2 zones, like when it just continuously moves, then it probably won't favor buildings because it wants people to push out and wants to create people to fight. Like, they want you to go at it. So this building is a rooftop building. It's got cover all the way around. If you get in a tough spot, you can stick to the corner. And you're in somewhat of a center zone. So you're going to catch the people rotating up this hill. You're going to catch the people rotating down this hill. You're going to catch people rotating to gas, trying to rotate up the backside from the beach. You just want to put yourself in somewhat of a central spot towards the end zone where you'll pick up a bunch of kills and then still have a high chance of winning. Or if there is no, if you're not comfortable with that, or you want to play more aggressive and get more kills, just stick to the outer edge and just keep rotating the tiny side of circle. And that's what any circle size. If you just keep rotating the tiny side, you'll get a decent amount of kills, and your chances of winning will increase. Like, we can do a little bit of both strategy. Yeah, Duck Dive has a highest kill game of 13, and a good game with a win is usually 6 to 8 kills. Exactly, because everything is relative. Like, that's why when people talk to me and they're like, "Yeah, dude, like, I can only get, whatever, 6 to 7 or whatever, however many kills a game." I'm like, yeah, but what's your highest? Like, what's your highest, It's all relative, dude. That's 6 to 8 kills is a lot of kills when you put it into perspective. When your highest kill game's only whatever you said, like 13. Like that's 6 to 8. You're pulling half. You're half or more the amount of kills of your highest kill game. So that's what matters most, or at least in my mind, that's what I look for. Because if you set your expectations too high, and you're like, you'll improve over time, but kind of moving and grooving, getting a good rotation, kind of knowing where you're going. So like the circle's here, so I'm not trying to go outside of zone too much. I'm also low-key trying to bait this car into coming at me because I got mesh mines. But like I'm not going outside of zone. This circle is pretty ugly, if I'm being honest. I hate these upper end circles because up here there's a lot of hills, and fighting on hills is not fun because the grass is so freaking tall. You get shot through the grass and you can't even see the person. But yeah, like it's mostly picking up your kills. Like early game for me, like I have 3 kills right now. Like that to me is not a lot. This is not a bad start though. Like me getting 2 kills off the rip, that's good for me. I don't do well off the start. I don't expect myself to leave my landing spot with more than 2 to 3 kills. Like that's what I want. We're on track for a decent game. Now it's a matter of just following the shots, trying to third party and keep on it. You know, keep on the gas. And then I'm gassing mid-game. And if I'm lucky enough and if I play well enough to make it to the end game, then I start tightening up. I start thinking about where I'm moving, where I'm going, and, you know, I devise a battle plan. But I use this mid-game to gas. I'm just gassing the whole time. I'm pushing shots. I'm collecting loot, getting, you know, 10+ grapples. I'm getting sensor darts, concussions, frags, all the stuff I'm going to need to seal the deal at the end. Because at the end, almost everybody you run into, unless they have played extremely passive all game, they're gonna have the juice, man. They're gonna have good loot. They're gonna be ready for that final zone, those tight combat, you know, where they're gonna have sensor darts and other stuff. All that kind of stuff. So you need to be ready and all that jazz. So we're just gassing ourselves around zone right now, looking for the goodies. We got 2 bags of loot over there. I just don't want to hop on the bags right away because I just made a bunch of noise. And I was stupid weak. But this guy's going to have some goodies for us, hopefully. But yeah, so again, everything's all relative. Dude, heck yeah, I jumped IRL. Are you crazy? You know how insane that was? How scary that was? A homeboy popped up out of nowhere. Had me jump clean out my seat. I did not like that. But look at this. I'm getting better loot as we go along. Now I got level 3. I got a frag. I was dumb and used my plates on level dose. But it is what it is. We're kind of looting up. We're looting out. We're getting kind of nuts. Now, what I'm looking for now is red meds. Because, like, that's another thing that people don't take into account. Is, like, the meds that you have going into endgame, trauma kits will change, can and will change a game. If I have a trauma kit and you don't, my chances of survival are that much, like, more. Like, I will probably end up winning the gunfight. Unless you just, like, rock my absolute little mind. Is that a guy? That's not a guy. But yeah, trauma kits make a difference. When I only use red meds to heal, that's great. You know, like towards the end game, I'll have like 15 reds. I won't even use whites, so I'll be healing for 50 each time. Like now I'm on whites only, which is kind of rough. And I need to make sure I get plates because if someone pushes me right now, I think that was a Koshka. Yeah, it was. You could just tell. But look, now I got a sensor and another frag. I got level 3 just off of those like 4 or 5 kills. And also staying by the edge of the circle, like depending on how you want to play, staying by that edge of that circle, like I just caught however many people just rotating in. They thought they had an easy pick, easy third party. Boom. They're all dead now. They belong in the body bags. Boom. Sensor. And I'm out. And now this is what I'm still gassing, you know, like the circle's still big. I'm still on the gas right now. I got the sensor dart and the Mustang. When my sensor dart wears off, if I don't get another one, I'll probably start playing a little bit more passive. Keeping an eye on zone where I'm going to go. I'm going to take a wild guess and say I'm going to end up on top of this building just because that's where the zone is going to close. I have a pretty good hunch, so I'm looking for a Paladin, Winterrock Paladin, Damon, if possible. I'll sit on top of that building for the end zone, and I'll just chill. I'll go into that probably having like 12 kills. I'll pick up 4 or 5 more kills in the end game. End the game with like 15 to 17 kills. Should be an easy dub if I don't get mesh mined, if I don't get stunned, or if I don't just get third party. Some people are better, you know. Some people play better than me. Some people have trauma kits. Like there's a million different things that could go wrong. Like when I'm pushing houses like this, dude. Somebody could just shoot your car a billion times till it's about to explode, you know. Crazy things happen. But yeah, so see, like, so now that sets me back because now I can't use my car in the sensor dart. I've lost that. They're gone. They're dead to me. So now I got to play a little bit differently. I got to play a little bit more passive, yada yada. But I can just, instead of pushing building, I'll push these wide open areas where it's easier to spot people and there's less cover. So if I do see someone, I can put myself in advantageous, I feel like that's a word. If it's not, oh well, advantageous position in terms of cover where they'll probably get caught out in the middle of the open. And if if not, I can just stop on them. Boom. When the quad's rolling by. I'm trying not to push, yeah, look at that. Estates, that's going to be the building I'll probably go to. But I'm going to keep flooding around for a second. I want to keep moving for a minute. I just want to try to pick up some more kills while I'm gassing. Because now we're in danger zone with the gas. Like, with this many people left, there was a guy back there. You're not coming a mile away. Now we're in the danger zone because it's not that many people left. So we got to be careful. Third parties become a lot more serious in the end circle, and that's part of the reason I tend to sit a little bit more still in them and like try to take high ground and kind of chill because the third parties get out of hand almost. Like it just gets too much to the point where there's, in some situations, you're just stuck, dude, and there's literally nothing you could have done to make it out of that, but where I only have 9 kills, like I need to keep gassing if I want to reach my 15 mark. Because like I could post up right now, like I could just start chilling, and I could probably win the game, but with 15 left, I'd assume I'd only end with like 13. Because people seem to not be where I think they are right now, which is kind of rough. So if I want to pull a decent amount of kills, I want to reach my average or whatever you want to call it, I need to keep gassing. Now I got to be careful. I'm getting into third-party territory with no sensor. Because there was an MP40 like 2 seconds ago right here. We got guys driving around and stuff. And we had a Mustang stopped. I think this guy stopped at this house. He did. Oh, there's no way, dude. All right, but now we're picking them up. Now we're at 12 with 9 left. Like, again, if I want to reach that 15, I'm going to have to start. Like, I could keep gassing, But right now, this house is in circle, so it's like there's almost no point in gassing right now. Like, we need to kind of recollect ourselves, loot for a second, get these traumas. Trauma kits are huge in this end zone. Loot up. But like right now, I'm in a great spot. Me personally, I feel as if I'm in a really good spot right here. Like I could push those shots, but there's almost no point. Like I could seal the deal if I chill this house. If I chill this house the whole time, I got an easy dub coming to me. So, final zone, or second to final zone, you see how I'm kind of sitting now? I found a high ground spot. I'd have a vehicle close by if I have to make a quick rotation. I got 13 grapples, 2 grenades, 4 meshies, and I have a mobility. People underestimate mobility. I love it. Also, I have an extra trauma and level 3. So, we gassed mid-game. Slow start in my opinion. We gassed it up mid-game. Now we're coming into final circle looking good. We got good spot in circle. We got cover if we need it. We're going to have people probably rotating it. I'm guessing we're probably... I would assume it's going to favor top side hill. I mean, it could favor bottom side, but it's not... It doesn't make much sense to me. Usually people... Like end circle, you have to push uphill. You never have to push downhill. That was a weird shot to hit. I think I'm gonna go say hello to our friend. Should get him actually. Yeah, I got him. Alright, going back. But we're picking up kills as we go along. We're catching those rotations, you know, we're where we need to be. This is where I'm most comfortable fighting from. End circle, there's no reason to go flying around. I'm not going to have a record kill game this game. If I pick up everybody that's left, what is it, 13 plus 5? I'm looking at 18 max. 18 kill max. It's not worth the risk of me just going and push. I'd rather play it safe and just seal the dub up. But again, like when you're strategically chilling in the end zone, don't sit inside like in a corner. Yeah, look, called that. You're gonna have to push uphill. So now, when I push this, I'm gonna take my quad. I'm gonna rotate the top side because you want to be top side. You always want high ground. But actually, I'm gonna rotate a little early. But yeah, so this is why having a vehicle is also helpful. I mean, you are making quite a bit of noise. Actually, we have Skulker. I'm gonna use it to get close, and then I'm gonna start going by foot. But we're rotating this backside. I wonder if this guy has anything good for me. Same guy from before. I got a sensor now. I got a SWAT. Actually, with the sensor, I can use the vehicle a lot better. But this circle gets to the point where it's like third parties are almost inevitable. So we're just going to keep rotating tiny side. We're going to take the top hill, though. Or at least sneak up on the back of the top hill. And we'll hit a dart, and we'll just play King of the Hill. There's 100% a guy in that building on my left. I would be amazed if there wasn't. But yeah, keeping on that outside edge, rotating tiny side, keeping our eyes peeled for the people. There's always people in the grass. People love laying in the grass. They just love it. All right, but we got this. We got Skulker. We're gonna sneak up on this guy because he's playing Ridge right now. My guess is he's under a tree. He may be prone. I would be. Little 50-50. All right, so now we got 2. So we got to focus one and then focus the other. Focus one. Now we got to focus the other. I would toss a nade, but there's literally no point. Know when to fall back. You got to fall back. Good shots on his part, dude. Good shots on his part. Now we're in a 1v1 situation. Zone, that little house is in circle, so we got to be careful. I am not going into the little house. I'm going to quick see if I can grab a dart off of one of our friends over here. Little sensor, maybe. That'd be great. No, but we can grab the stun. That's going to be helpful. All right, we're good. Now, we got 13 reds. Shouldn't be a problem healing up in end zone. We have dominant position at high ground. We have the high ground. We have a grenade, which grenades are amazing when you send them downhill because they roll. Sensor dart's covering my back, so I don't have to watch that. Now I'm just kind of looking for movement in this final zone. Playing it safe, though. I mean, I still have a hunch that he's... If I was a betting man, or I guess worst case scenario for me is he's in the house. That's absolute worst case scenario. Not that big a deal, though, because if he is, I don't think it's going to favor it completely into end zone. I'm kind of watching. Yeah, he's on my right. So there's no point in taking a fight if you don't got to take it. Throw it to the right. Let's see. It should bounce to him. Yeah, right on him, and then he can move. I think took it enough. Actually, I'm going to keep high ground. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to have out my grapples. Yikes. But, yeah. So, slow start. Gas middle. Gas middle game. Just keep your foot on the gas. Go get your loot, get your kills, get yourself ready for the end circle. Then, end game, start slowing it down. Pump the brakes. You're rolling start, slow roll. You're rolling right into the gas, and then end game, pump them brakes, boys. Pump them. Play it slower, play it more strategically. You're putting more thought because the circle's condensed. The fights are going to get more intense. There's going to be more people closer to each other, all that. I hope that made sense. I hope it makes sense. I hope it helped you out. I hope I wasn't repeating myself too much because I could tell I was, but boom. If you guys are watching this, that means I made it into a YouTube video. So drop a like if you guys haven't already. Sub if you guys are new around here. I really hope that it helped. I've been trying to make more of these videos where I'm talking stuff out. But yeah, let's go, boys.